here, but I think it was just
that's right.
There were 2 blitz games and then an Armageddon.
Could
was
be.
it?
Yeah, so perhaps there wasn't the rapid chess, because Jan is known to be very dangerous in well, practically in every single short.
Okay, probably we can say the word dangerous regarding the players who have like 26 L rating and they can beat like 2700 player, but Jan is just very strong.
Just a monster.
Yeah, just a monster.
So once again, but enough speculation of what's going to happen on tiebreak or not, because so far there is no tiebreak. Rook A1, by the way.
Yeah,
Rook A1.
And we were thinking about knight b6 in this position because I see the line on the computer. So rook a1 also was under consideration.
Yeah, and the point was that if white goes b5 here, then black all of a sudden plays c5, and it's somewhat uncomfortable for white to react to this.
I think white can still
proceed
with knight d2 somewhere, but you know that I think even d5 at some point. Just so I think black is just better.
That's kind of tricky, right? Knight takes on d5, take with the knight, bishop takes g7. The question is if you take on g7 or try to be clever and some jumping like knight e3, because king g7, I was actually thinking that it might be decent for white. King g7, white takes on d5, gets the square on c4. Yeah, but once again, you trade knight c4, it's supposed to be equal.
Obviously.
Alright, so Jan did play knight b6, after which white simply captured on a8. So rook a8, and rook to c1. So preventively protecting his c4 pawn if something is going to happen.
Even so, even d5.
d5.
What if d5?
So c takes, I suppose.
So that's an important moment, because playing d5, we're trying to say that black can play for an advantage.
Black is trying to play for an advantage.
At the same time, playing d5 and after capturing d5, taken with the knight, I think
simplifies the position and possibly in black's favor. Possibly in white's favor.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to play for an advantage with black, we have to create ourselves a weakness.
And again, at the same time, if we take with the pawn, we have an isolated, and now knight on d4 has at least some opportunities.
Yeah, that's a decent piece. Since the knight on d4 was good anyway. It's more of a we as black, do we actually have a threat of playing knight c4 anytime
because of knight d5.
That's the problem. That's the problem, because you only do this if you see the upcoming plan, and upcoming plan would be to put the knight on c4 so that black is getting an active piece there, and then the bishop on b2 starts to be hanging. But now if white passes in some way, black goes knight c4, white has knight d5 shot.
Yeah. So probably
not d5, but just
just d5 and take with the knight.
Just something else. Can he go knight e4 there? It's black to move, right? Yeah. Knight e4. Say knight takes, queen takes. Once again, I mean I'm not sure in whose favor this simplification is. But
or probably just the position is around equal.
Yeah, it could be that the position is just equal and we are trying to squeeze something out of nothing with black. But at the same time, I don't see how black can be worse here, because we keep saying that d6 is the only weakness, and for the time being, white cannot ever attacking this weakness. I mean, he has to protect the weaknesses of his own. Alright, so perhaps still closer to the equal the evaluation of this is, but I would say that Jan is has the initiative, so to speak, not on the board but psychological initiative.
I think he wouldn't trade the knights, because first of all, in this position he has to consider
c5.
Maybe it's still okay after the knight c8.
Knight a5 e4.
Knight e4, I didn't like
one. Yeah,
because of rook a1.
And rightly so, because it just loses a piece. Knight c8 might be still fine.
Yeah, I mean just.
Yeah, it's like if black is allowed to play d5, then once again he's probably very happy.
Yeah. So I think this is the current position on the board.
Yeah, obviously Jan has options, and he's the one to decide what exactly he wants from this position.
Right.
How he wants this position to look like. And can we just one more time go to this d5 line, c takes, and then to take with the knight in order to figure out is it completely equal or either side has some chances. I suppose white will have to take,
yeah,
right?
I think so.
Because knight
or maybe there is some point to play.
Might
no, but b5 is
b5. Yeah,
it's a bit risky.
Knight e3. That's. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on at all.
Media.
It's like, because if you take, it's clear. It's queen e3, and then the knight on d4.
Yeah, so but bishop d4 the threat. That's why
bishop d4 is the threat.
There is not a lot of opportunities. Yeah, so I think that white shouldn't afford knight e3.
Yeah, you just take d5.
And now maybe there is some difference because we can. Yeah, but if we take with the pawn, there is something like rook c5 probably, and again white is starting to press on d5 and rook b5 at some point.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see white being worse here.
Yeah,
I don't see white being worse here. So if I'm playing black here, I'm just trying to make like a draw. Yeah, knight takes b5 and possibly like queen b4, and just trying to to simplify it all. If it works, of course. I mean, I have no idea whatsoever.
Yeah, so queen b4.
Yeah, queen b4. Yeah. And then I'm not sure if it's a draw or not.
Maybe I can take on c6.
Yeah, that's an annoying part. You can take on c6, but perhaps I'm just taking back.
Which one? Just
on c6, yeah, because queen b3. We can show this line. Queen b3
probably just winning for black.
Seems to be bad for black. Takes.
Yeah, obviously it's better. I think we should consider the principled.
C takes b7, attacking the rook. Now,
in
order not to lose, there is rook f8, rook to c8, bishop to e5, and then after knight c5 I kind of stopped.
Because like it's still unclear because I can try knight f6.
I know, knight b6 as well, yeah.
Or knight b6.
Knight b6, in fact. And yeah, I stopped, but it was.
But some rook c6 are coming, and then knight d7.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this.
Knight f6.
Yeah, and so for example, if knight a6, we play knight d7, which remains unclear.
Might be clear. Maybe black is just
better
a piece up. Yeah.
No, but
still,
if we just positionally play f4 and king f2, yeah,
of course.
Or maybe just slightly better.
Yeah, all right. But once again, we are getting somewhat carried away. The actual position is okay. Because we can try this one as well. Yeah, we can try this.
Trying to predict the possible flow of the game.
So now white can't take on c6.
Yes.
Not the rook. No. Can play queen c2 though. Yeah. Queen c2.
c5.
Just trade everything. Ah, no, I cannot take.
Yeah, I'll take with the queen.
Cannot take, yeah.
I know, but c5 is just...
c5, queen c5,
yeah.
queen b2, yeah, and not in time to take the knight because my rook on c1 is hanging. So that's the part that I've initially missed. Yeah, and if the queens are traded, if white takes on b4, then it seems like just so dry. Right?
Yeah, so absolutely no risk. Okay, at least bishop c3, I think.
Bishop c3, yeah. It's got to be a draw, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Knight a2.
Rook a1.
Rook a1. Rook a1 again, I keep...
Okay, you can play rook a6.
You can play c5 as well, yeah?
But c5, I play knight b5, I think.
Knight b5.
Or knight e2.
Knight e2.
Okay, but this is just a draw. It's like... You can play rook a6, yeah.
a6.
I think just a draw.
Yeah, should be. Should be. So, what does that mean? Wait. Rook
So
c1,
d5,
and we were
d5
looking at
leads to
d5.
simplifications.
Yeah, but Jan went with rook d8. So he says, yeah, I might want to play d5, but later. First,
But
let's see what you're doing.
Yes, but maybe it's a very nice psychological. I mean, psychologically, this move is very smart because he has like almost half an hour more than Radoslav now, and he just estimated that there is no clear plan. I mean, how White can.
Yeah, keeping this minimal tension in this position. Yeah, so the lines we were looking at, there was d5 and everything.
They were more or less forced, but
yeah,
then
it clarifies the situation for you, and this is what I like to do, like to clarify everything just to find out that I'm worse in the final position. But it also clarifies the situation for your opponent, and yeah, in such dynamics as the game develops, so that clearly your opponent Radoslav Wojtaszek, I mean, now I'm thinking from Jan's perspective, he started to think, and sometimes he spends a lot of time on more or less obvious moves. So let's give him a chance to spend even more time, and then let's try to get him
on less obvious
closer to a time trouble. Yeah, and this is what this rook a to d8 is all about, I believe. Yeah, it does support d5. It was possible to play d5 already, but possibly, yeah.
Maybe it's just a good move because rook on a8 in some variations is just misplaced. But while it is on g8 square, it may be useful.
Yeah, it might be useful. Okay, so we do give Wojtaszek a chance to think. Let's see the other game. Let's see Krzysztof Nakamura. Let's see if Krzysztof came up with f4, like everything with the tempo. Bishop f3, queen h6, knight g4, knight e5.
Maybe queen f8 is a proper reaction.
Right. We do have a tiebreak tomorrow.
Yeah.
We do have a tiebreak tomorrow, Daniel. So, Wojtaszek and Nepomniachtchi. Not a big surprise, to be honest, because we kept evaluating this one as approximately equal, and all the forcing line that we were looking at, they would end in some roughly equal endgame. Yeah, usually drawish endgame. Right. So just quickly to switch and to see if there was. So
knight a4.
Rook d8, and Radoslav decided to go knight a4
and offer a draw,
and just to trade,
which is probably a wise decision.
Okay, so 2 draws, first half a point taken versus Wojtaszek with black pieces, so credit to Jan Nepomniachtchi, and we cannot say that he worked hard to do so. I mean, he wasn't...
every natural move.
Yeah, so he wasn't under like immense pressure or something.
I think there were no difficult decisions. Just go forward, trade some pieces, take the open files, and that's it.
Yeah, that was that he made it look easy, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm not ready to say that now I'll sit in front of Wojtaszek and play the same moves and then easily equalize. Yeah, even if you tell me that he will play the same line.
That's a paradox.
But Jan made it look so easy. Right, and so that means once again, as yesterday, we are left with.
So we start our interview with Jan Nepomniachtchi and Radoslav Wojtaszek. Their game finished in a draw, so they are going to play a playoff tomorrow. And you are playing with the white pieces. Radoslav, please tell us about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I liked my idea, which I played. Maybe I had a bit more space, but it was nothing special. And then I misplayed that, and I thought that okay. Well, it's better to make a draw instead of just start drifting and having some problems after that. After that.
Jan, and please your opinion on this game, please.
Well, I mean,
black pieces,
well, of course, I wasn't really against the draw, but I think that White maybe chose not the most principal line in Grünfeld, but this one is supposed to be tricky, so it transposes to some kind of King's Indian, but not the most dangerous edition, of course. And well, in my opinion, this is nothing special for White, but yes, okay, maybe it's a little bit more simple, for the White side to play this on, but I think it never was something real for Radoslav.
And Radoslav, up to this moment, you won all your matches after standard games. So please, do you think is it for better or for worse? I mean, before the playoff with Jan.
I don't really know. We will see. I mean, obviously, if you can win in 2 games, it's better. But if you have to play tiebreak, and you win, then of course it's also fine. But yeah, I don't know. I will see how it goes. Well, for sure, I will have to play faster because in both games I was running out of time, and obviously I will have to speed up a bit.
Thank you very much. And Jan, what do you think is the most important ingredient of success in the playoff match in your level?
No idea. No, seriously, no idea.
Luck, maybe.
Maybe.
And you?
No, well, you have to play fast, and you really need to focus and not blunder anything. And well, you need simply this will to win. Also, no? I think at least.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you tomorrow.